8 Masterpieces of Islamic Architecture. The architectural heritage of the Islamic world is staggeringly rich. Here's a list of a few of the most iconic mosques, palaces, tombs, and fortresses. Number 8. Süleymaniye Mosque Complex, Istanbul. The Süleymaniye Mosque is one of the largest mosques in Istanbul and regarded as its most important. It was built on the order of Suleiman the Magnificent by the great architect Sinan, and both are buried within the complex. Construction work began in 1550 CE and was finished in 1558 CE. Number 7. Great Mosque of Córdoba. The earliest parts of the Great Mosque of Córdoba, Spain, were built on the site of a Christian church by the Umayyad ruler Abd al-Rahman I in 784 to 786. The structure underwent several enlargements in the 9th and 10th centuries. Another remarkable feature of the mosque is the hypostyle hall, consisting of approximately 850 columns made of porphyry, jasper, and marble supporting two-tier horseshoe arches. Most of the columns and capitals are recycled from earlier buildings. Number 6. The Citadel of Aleppo. Some of the most impressive works of architecture in the Middle East are the medieval fortresses in cities such as Cairo, Damascus, and Erbil. One of the best remaining examples of Islamic military architecture is the citadel that stands on the top of a hill in the middle of the Syrian city of Aleppo. It is considered to be one of the oldest and largest castles in the world. The citadel is part of the ancient city of Aleppo, a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1986. Number 5. Great Mosque of Samarra, Iraq.
The Great Mosque of Samarra is located in Samarra city, in Iraq. It was built in the 9th century, and commissioned by the Abbasid Caliph al-Mutawakil, who moved to Samarra to escape conflict with the local population in Baghdad and remained there for the next 56 years, a period during which he built many palaces including the largest mosque in all of Islam. It remained the largest mosque in the world for the next 400 years before it was destroyed by the armies of the Mongol ruler Hulagu Khan during the invasion of Iraq in the year 1278. The outer walls and the imposing 52-meter-high minaret is all that remains of this once great mosque. Number 4. The Dome of the Rock, Jerusalem. The Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem is the oldest extant Islamic monument and one of the best known. Built in 691 to 692, about 55 years after the Arab conquest of Jerusalem, the design and ornamentation are rooted in the Byzantine architectural tradition but also display traits that would later come to be associated with a distinctly Islamic architectural style. The structure consists of a gilded wooden dome sitting atop an octagonal base. Inside, 2 ambulatories circle around a patch of exposed rock. The site is sacred to both Judaism and Islam. In Jewish tradition, it is said to be the spot where Abraham prepared to sacrifice his son Isaac, and in Islamic tradition, it is held to be the site of Muhammad's ascent to heaven. The interior is richly decorated with marble, mosaics, and metal plaques. Number 3. The Friday Mosque, Esfahan, Iran. Located at the center of Esfahan, a city full of architectural treasures, is the sprawling Friday Mosque. A mosque has stood on the site since the 8th century, but the oldest elements of the current structure are 2 domes built during the Seljuk dynasty, which ruled parts of Iran in the 11th century. In the early 12th century, the mosque was rebuilt around a rectangular courtyard adjoined on each side by an iwan, a type of hall that opens into a tall arch on one side. The four-iwan design, which first appeared in Esfahan, later became the norm for Iranian mosques. Number 2. The Alhambra, Granada, Spain. On a hill overlooking the Spanish city of Granada stands the Alhambra, a palace built by princes belonging to the Muslim Nasrid dynasty, 1238 to 1492, in the 14th century. Although some portions of the palace have been demolished, 3 parts remain, a fortress on the west end of the hill, a princely residence to the east, and a cluster of pavilions and gardens known as the General Life. The courtyards and rooms of the Alhambra are exquisitely decorated with colored tiles, carved stucco, carved wood, and calligraphy. Some of the most remarkable ornamental features are the intricately carved geometric stalactite designs, a recurring pattern in Islamic architecture called makarnas in Arabic, that adorn the halls surrounding the Court of the Lions. Number 1. Taj Mahal, Agra, India. In 1631, Mumtaz Mahal, the third and favorite wife of the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan, reigned 1628 to 58, died while giving birth to the couple's 14th child. Devastated, the emperor commissioned the Taj Mahal, a massive mausoleum complex on the southern bank of the Yamuna River that ultimately took more than 20 years to complete. Today, the Taj Mahal is the most famous piece of Islamic architecture in the world, with the possible exception of the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem. The monument is remarkable both for its size. The finial of the dome of the central mausoleum stands to 140 feet, 73 meters, above ground level, and for its graceful form, which combines elements of Indian, Islamic, and Persian design. From afar, viewers are dazzled by the white marble of the central tomb, which appears to change color with daylight. Up close, the building is richly decorated with Arabic calligraphy and inlays of semi-precious stones.